David, what's your feeling about the auction last week at Sotheby's?
I was expecting more or less the same results, and I think the sale did extremely well. And today people buy art because they don't know where to invest their money. Interest rates are very, very low, and in some cases they are even negative.
Yeah.
In euro or in Swiss franc or in yen. The dollar pays just a little bit, so people have no choice. Either they take the risk of inflation or they invest in art because, of course, they have to know what they are doing. If they don't know what they are doing, it's better to put the money in the bank. But if they know what they're doing, it's better to buy art.
Yeah, but there's some kind of insecurity in art too, right? Don't you think?
I think people, if people know what they are doing, art is very secure.
So,
you should not buy art because people advise you to buy art. You have to learn about the history of art and then start investing in art.
So, one of the surprise was the fact that the Rothko didn't sell. And for you, what's obvious is that one need to see a Rothko, right?
I haven't seen the actual painting, which is a little bit complicated to buy a painting without seeing the real surface, the texture. Of course, you have some casualties in every auction, but overall the auction did extremely well.
What about the Kiriko? There was an exceptional Kiriko which made the record price. So you were very interested.
At least 40 years when it was purchased by the actual owner, or more or less the actual owner. It's a very rare piece, and I wanted to buy it very badly, but it went above my estimate, and lucky is the person who bought it, because I think it's a very rare piece for the 20th century history.
Mm-hmm.
The Kiriko is a very important name. He influenced so many artists, especially the surrealists.
Yeah.
And the pop art, all the pop art comes from the Kiriko.
You have a lot of the Kiriko, right?
Absolutely. I think he is one of the most important artists of the 20th century. And I hope we can organize this show one day in the Picasso Museum in Paris, where we are going to combine Picasso and the Kiriko.
Wow.
And
but now
in Paris, they did it in London in 1937. They exhibited already together.
Mm.
And I think that a lot of relationship between the two artists.
So you are very optimistic for the market, the modern market?
I'm very optimistic about real art, about the history of art. Of course, I'm not very optimistic about fashion and art. You have to know what you are doing, as in every field. You have to know exactly what you are doing.
So you think the results are really good for this moment, right?
That's very, very good.
Bon.
And I think they will, if the, how you say, to print money, the printing of money is going to continue, is going to create a huge inflation, and art is one of the fields where you feel very protected. Many people buy gold, they buy something to protect themselves, but I think art is even more, you have a much more protection, because there's not so many art on the market.
Yes. Merci beaucoup.